My name's Ian and this is Alison. We work for a local educational charity called the Brentwood Schools Christian Worker Trust, which serves schools all around the Brentwood area. I wonder if you'd be able to point out on a map where the country of Djibouti is. The Republic of Djibouti, to give it its official name, is a small country in East Africa, about 1/10 the size of the United Kingdom, and with less than 1 million residents. But in September 2012, one of those residents, Hussein Omar Hassan, made his country famous. It was the time of the Paralympic Games in London, and Hussein was the only athlete from his country to compete in those games. On a sunny Saturday, on the 1st of September, he lined up to run in his heat of the 1500 metres race in the packed Olympic Stadium in Stratford. Unfortunately, early in the race, Hussein injured his ankle and soon fell behind the other runners. All the others finished the race in less than 4.5 minutes, but Hussein still had 2.5 laps to go. It would have been so easy for him to focus on all the negatives of that situation. He was last in the race, he was definitely not going to reach the next round, he was in pain, and there were 80,000 people watching him in the stadium, plus millions more around the world seeing him on TV. But he kept going. The crowd began to realise that he was struggling and needed help. And for 7 minutes they stood up and cheered and roared and clapped Hussein Omar Hassan until he finally finished the race in a time of 11 minutes and 23 seconds. It was a memorable moment, and you can still find footage of it on YouTube. After the race, as reporters came to talk to him, Hussein pointed to his foot, saying that it was very sore, and then he said, "I thought of stopping, but I kept going because I wanted to finish."
I wonder how you and I react when we're faced with challenging situations, which give an opportunity for us to focus either on the negative aspects or the positives. I wonder whether you tend to have a glass half full sort of attitude or a glass half empty sort of outlook. Around 3,000 years ago, during the 10th century before Christ, there was a king in Israel called Solomon. Solomon was renowned for his wealth and his wisdom, and was the author of a book in the Bible called Proverbs. The book of Proverbs is full of wise sayings, one of which is this: be careful how you think. Your life is shaped by your thoughts. Do your thoughts tend to be positive, like Hussein Omar Hassan running on that day at the Paralympic Games? Or do your thoughts tend to drift towards a more negative view? Either way, says Solomon, your life is shaped by your thoughts.
In another part of the Bible, the book of Acts, the story is told of two early Christian missionaries named Paul and Silas, who were visiting a place called Philippi in Greece. While they were there, they were seized by some slave owners who didn't like their message. They were dragged to the city authorities, who ordered them to be stripped, flogged and thrown into prison. Their feet were even fastened in stocks to keep them from moving. And yet, the Bible records these words: at midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing songs to God, and the other prisoners were listening to them. in their faith, these guys found something to be positive about in the most dire of situations.
Probably the biggest sporting event in America is the National Football League Super Bowl. It is watched by so many people on TV that companies will pay more than $5 million for a 30-second advertising slot during the event. This year, the Super Bowl took place on the 7th of February, and one of the adverts shown was for the car company Toyota. The commercial told the story, briefly yet powerfully, of Jessica Long. Jessica Long was born in Siberia with a severe and rare birth defect affecting her legs. Her 16-year-old mother gave her up to an orphanage, and Jessica was adopted by an American family. When she was just 18 months old, she had her legs amputated just below the knees, and there were many more surgical procedures to follow. As a child, Jessica tried lots of different sports, often using artificial prosthetic legs, but she discovered that she really excelled in swimming. At the age of 12, she won 3 Paralympic gold medals, and she has gone on to win many, many more awards and medals since then. As you can imagine, Jessica Long's positive attitude has been a key to her success. She says, "I believe the only disability in life is a negative attitude."
It's hard to imagine many situations more horrific than being imprisoned in one of the Nazi concentration camps of World War II. Dr. Viktor Frankl was a Jewish psychiatrist in Austria, and he was arrested by the Nazis and imprisoned in one such camp, before being moved on to the infamous Auschwitz concentration camp. While many members of his family died in the concentration camps, Viktor Frankl himself survived the war and went on to write many books, including the best-selling Man's Search for Meaning. In that book, he wrote these words: "We who lived in concentration camps can remember the men who walked through the huts, comforting others, giving away their last piece of bread. They may have been few in number, but they offer sufficient proof that everything can be taken from a man but one thing: to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." So I wonder what attitude you and I will choose today. Remember, your life is shaped by your thoughts. Thanks very much for watching.